It finally happened. Luka Doncic got fit. According to sources, the Slovenian now weighs 14 kilos or 31 pounds less than a year ago. And we finally got to see the skinny Luka on court in action. Was he any different? In this video, I will tell you everything you need to know about the new Doncic.
There's Luka through the contact, flipped it up there, and a kiss off the glass.
This was Slovenia's first friendly game before the EuroBasket 2025 and Luka's first basketball played in 3 months. And I'm super glad Luka's transformation this time is finally real. It's been multiple years now of us constantly hearing summer rumors about how he's cutting weight, only for him to show up to the NBA preseason absolutely out of shape.
Luka didn't have to get in shape to prove that the Mavericks made a bizarre decision, but Luka's body changing so much this summer does confirm that those conditioning concerns are absolutely real. His sudden commitment to conditioning, like, bro, you're several years into your NBA career. A victory lap? I would say about time.
Can this significant change in lifestyle and diet lead him to an NBA MVP award? While the Lakers fans are hoping for exactly that, let me remind you that Nikola Jokic went through a similar change. He just did it a tad earlier in his career. Jokic took it to another level in his 4th NBA season at 23 years old, when he started working out immediately after games. Such a drastic approach led to his first ever All-Star nod, and he never looked back ever since. Luka is 25 now, and it will be his 8th season, but it finally happened. He is still one of the most absurd, in a good way, players on this planet. On display, the goal was to feed the cutter for an easy 2, but it didn't work out. Luka's defender keeps slight distance, thinking Doncic is too far, while Luka himself just casually pulls up and starts the game like this. Later, it's a zoom action, pinned down for Doncic into a handoff. Franz Wagner follows over, he curls into the paint, gets fouled, and still somehow makes this ridiculous and one. How in the world does he keep doing this? There were a couple more instances in this game where I asked myself the same question. Like this one on the same play in the next possession, Luka has trouble receiving the ball first. Then Germans hedge, and let me stop right here. Where do you think he's passing the ball? It's a bullet pass right above the defender's head, and I'm never getting tired of watching these. And by the way, Luka must have watched Miloš Teodosic's highlights this summer, because this next play is straight from his bag. On Spain pick and roll, the Germans switch it all, and Luka reads their miscommunication before it even happens. He knows he can lob it up over the top, but to do it with his left hand and underhanded? I hope someone helps me in the comment section down below with this, but how do you say that's crazy in Slovenia? Okay, one of the biggest questions lately about Luka was, can he get in shape and be quicker, especially on defense? He split Germany's hedge a couple of times in this game, as his first step definitely looked way better offensively than in his first games in LA February. But way more fans hope that this change of diet and lifestyle can help him to finally be better on the other side of the court too. That caught my attention early in the game. In the first 2 or 3 minutes, he was even putting pressure on the ball handler instead of his more usual relax a couple of meters away from his man. Here he starts the possession guarding Bonga, a power forward, but later he aggressively switches on Ops, a deadly shooter who destroyed Team USA in FIBA World Cup 2 years ago, and Luka knows he must be closer. That forces Ops to give up the ball. Later in the first, after his first minutes of break, he comes back and navigates this pick just good enough to steal this slow entry pass. In the next clip, Slovenia denied a point guard, and we even see Luka pressuring his man almost at half court. That forces an improvised play, chaos all over the court as Franz bricks his free.
Here's Wagner, way off as it bangs off the side of the glass.
I know seeing this gives you optimism, Lakers fans, doesn't it? But you know what would give me some optimism right now? You hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel. We have been working really hard to spread our unbiased overseas NBA takes, and it would help us really grow faster. So please, thank you and appreciate it. Now, with Luka's defense, we have to understand 3 things. Number 1, this was his first game in 3 months. The conditioning is better, still not top notch. Second, he still has some bad habits where he just thinks his teammates will do the defensive job. Usually it's getting through screens like here. Instead of following Wagner all the way, he stops, leaves him, and expecting the switch, and that cost Slovenia 2 points. This next clip is 1 minute and 15 seconds after the halftime. Luka should be fresh, right? Despite it, Bonga changes the angle of this pick at the last second, and I just want to see that tiny bit of extra effort from Luka to close this drive from Franz Wagner. I'm pretty sure he could have done that with a higher sense of urgency. And I often think it's simply about focus defensively for Luka. He's guarding a good spot-up shooter here, yet sags off by like 4 meters despite not needing to help in the paint, and that costs Slovenia 3 points. And number 3 thing for Luka on defense. His usage offensively in both Slovenia team and LA Lakers is incredibly high. So after 4 or 5 minutes, he just starts to walk defensively more, as highlighted perfectly in this clip. Switching can help, but Doncic is late to Franz, who had just 6 seconds to create something, and that's another free. Anyway, Luka's teammates in Slovenia have already noticed also a personality shift in their leader. Apart from a noticeable weight loss, they're saying he's more vocal with a bigger influence in the locker room. I hope this means a higher focus on these little defensive details too once the championship starts. He may have lost 14 kilos, but inside, he still holds that same ironic smile and waves people off if they shoot an air ball while he ignores them on the three-point line. He still is and might be an even quicker version of Luka who can solve any offensive problem he faces. Just look at this footwork and touch inside the paint. Only a few guys in the world can get into a zone like he can, and there is nothing you can do when he just decides to make plays like this.
Luka Doncic.
However, I do believe that Luka's 3-point pull-up percentage should benefit from this whole skinny Luka thing. Because shooting is about conditioning. Best shooter in the world can run around like crazy and still make the shot because he is not tired. His body is not tired and in balance. And with 14 extra kilos Luka had before, no wonder it was harder to swish any tougher shot. I checked his pull-up 3 percentages in NBA playoffs. To no one's surprise, his last 2 seasons saw the lowest conversion rate. Same 2 years when one can say he was in the worst shape of his life. This hypothesis will take a long time to check, but EuroBasket can be a pretty good indicator of things to come. He won't have much help there. I personally don't expect Slovenia to go far because this is their worst roster with Luka in it ever. But I expect Doncic to go crazy. As you should too. Skinny Luka is a real thing now, and good luck to everyone trying to stop him. Do you think we are about to see the best Luka's version ever? Don't forget to drop a like under this video and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.